5 home remedies to stop a runny nose. A runny nose is an uncomfortable symptom that occurs when the mucous membrane of the nose becomes overactive and produces too many fluids to fight allergens and irritants. It usually occurs as a result of excess mucus due to a respiratory infection, although it also appears due to hormones, prolonged use of medications, or temperatures that are too cold. Although the glands in the lining of the nasal cavities and paranasal sinuses produce mucus to keep the area lubricated, their alterations produce excesses that can cause congestion and drips. Fortunately, regardless of its cause, there are several home remedies whose properties promote their control to avoid the associated discomforts. 1. Orange peel, apple cider vinegar, and honey. This interesting medicinal preparation has mucolytic properties that help to diminish annoying nasal drips and irritation of the nasal passage. Its high content of vitamin C strengthens the immune system and helps improve the body's response against allergens and pathogens. Ingredients: an orange peel, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 5 tablespoons of honey. Preparation: cut the orange peel into several strips and cover them with the apple cider vinegar. Let them dry well and put them on to cook, over low heat, with honey. After 3 or 5 minutes, remove them from the heat and eat. Consumption mode: eat the peels with honey before going to bed every night. Repeat your consumption until you control the nasal drip. Read also, tone skin with the sac white and orange peel treatment. 2. Onion water. This anti-inflammatory, expectorant and mucolytic remedy helps to eliminate excess mucus that accumulates in the respiratory tract, which is key to curbing the runny nose. Its compounds relieve congestion and reduce the discomfort caused by respiratory diseases. Ingredients: 1/2 an onion, 1 cup of water. Preparation: first, cut the onion into several slices and pour it into a cup of hot water. Then, cover the drink, let it sit for 5 minutes and strain it. Consumption mode: drink the onion water 2 or 3 times a day. 3. Lemon and honey. Next, the classic honey with lemon syrup remains strong as one of the best alternatives to stop the symptoms of respiratory diseases. After all, its significant contribution of vitamin C and natural enzymes decreases the excessive production of mucus and controls nasal drip. Ingredients: the juice of 1/2 a lemon, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1/2 cup of water. Preparation: combine the lemon juice with the honey and dilute the mixture in 1/2 cup of hot water. Consumption mode: drink the remedy on an empty stomach and repeat its consumption in the afternoon. Repeat the treatment until the symptoms disappear. Visit this article, 6 essential oils that control the symptoms of allergies. 4. Cumin. Cumin is a spice with anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce irritation of the nasal passages in case of congestion and nasal drips. Overall, it's ideal to reduce the irritation of the mucous membranes in case of sinusitis, colds or the flu. Ingredients: 1/2 teaspoon cumin, 1 cup of water. Preparation: first, add the cumin in a cup of boiling water and cover the drink. Then, wait for it to cool for 10 minutes and filter it with a colander. Consumption mode: drink the infusion in sips when you are afflicted by nasal drips. Drink it up to 2 times a day. 5. Cayenne pepper. Finally, cayenne pepper has an active substance known as capsaicin, which can help dissolve mucus to reduce congestion and runny nose. In addition, it has a slight antihistamine effect that can help control the symptom when it causes allergies. Ingredients: 1/4 teaspoon ground cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1/2 cup of water. Preparation: first, prepare a mixture with ground cayenne pepper and honey. Then, pour the mixture in 1/2 cup of hot water and stir to dissolve well. After, wait for the drink to steep until it's suitable for drinking. Consumption mode: ingest the remedy when you feel discomfort in the nose due to nasal drip. Drink it twice a day if necessary. Note: avoid this remedy if you are breastfeeding. Also, you should not drink it if you have kidney disease or liver problems. Remember that, in addition to consuming these remedies, it's advisable to increase the consumption of liquids and avoid smoke or contaminated environments. The less you expose your nose to irritants, the faster you will stop a runny nose. Original article, 5 Remedies caseros para acabar con el goteo nasal.